What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Bricks and Toys. And today we are back to Star Wars. Honestly, I think we've been on Star Wars this entire month, but we're with a different Star Wars set. Think above, because it's just time to move on with life. And we're going to be moving on with this set from the August releases. This is one that came out on August 1st. I passed up on it, and then I thought about it for 4 weeks, and I bought it, and then I sat on it for like another 4 weeks, and then I got distracted with a very, very big controversial set, and it sat for another 2 or 3 weeks after that. So guys, finally, mid-October, 2.5 months later, we're with the $160 set number 75435, the Battle of Felucia Separatist MTT, with 976 pieces. Now, I am really excited to be here today with this set. Now, this set is a very interesting set. I originally passed up on buying this set, and the biggest reason is we had so much interesting stuff released that you just couldn't buy it all. The way that I am now with my channel, I just can't afford to do it all. After this, we still have a lot of August sets to buy. I think we have like 6 still on a wish list. But this is the one that really stuck out the most to me. And what made this one really start to be a slow burn for me is I did the 2,000 subscriber extravaganza bonanza disaster video series, and a few sets out of that was the 2008-ish Clone Wars era sets with that Separatist blue theme color on them. And when I saw those, I fell in love with those Clone Wars sets, as I heard so many people have themselves. And then I thought about this set, and I was like, damn, I really need to buy this set now to go with those couple Clone Wars sets that I have. Another interesting thing about this set is the designer behind it is actually a guy that was from the Lego Masters TV series here in the US. His name is Boone, and I guess he got a designer role at Lego after his tenure on Lego Masters. This is one of his first big outings as a designer. So it is really cool to have this set for many reasons, especially with that last one being that a Lego fan that turned into a Lego designer had a hand in making this set with Lego. Now let's go over this box, guys, and let's see what we can guess from this build. So the first things we notice, 9 and older set, so we got 9 and older playstyle packaging. So this being a play set, we should have features, we should have fun. So playstyle packaging, basically the corners greebuilt, everything else is play and action, and we can see that going off right now with the front of this box. We got our Separatist droids over here, we got stud shooters going on over here, we have Ayla Secura down there, we have Commander Bly over here, we have more Separatist droids. It's just a lot going on in this scene. I'm trying to guess the background planet. I don't remember. I'm only on my first go-around of the Clone Wars. Well, actually, I'm on the second go-around. I've watched all the Clone Wars seasons, but now I'm trying to rewatch them, and I've just gotten busier watching other things. Now, on the subject of the Clone Wars, we do see our clone trooper down here, indicating for sure this is a Clone Wars set, if it wasn't obvious enough. Down here, we have all of our minifigures. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battle droids in total. And we have 3 commando droids, Ayla Secura and Commander Blythe as well, and a pilot battle droid. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 minifigures in total. And out of all 12 of those, the 2 that I like the most is going to be Ayla Secura and Commander Blythe. I think that is really freaking cool. All these others are just clankers, if you know what I mean. Let's continue to go around this box. On this side of the box, there is jack nothing. Just our logo, set numbers, all of that stuff, and our do not eat it. Going over to this side of the box, we have some dust from this set sitting here for a month and a half. But we have more of those logos and set numbers. We have another little shot of the set right here with the apparatus coming out of it that holds the droids. And then up here at the top, we don't really have anything but a one-to-one to Commander Bly. And then we have our country of origin and more logos, and the set name in a different language. Coming over here to the bottom of the box, we have again the logo, set number. We have our recycling information, lego.com, Lego app information, Legal Eagles barcode, and all of that. Now, getting to the back of the box, we have our meat and potatoes, and with a continuation of the battle that's on the front of the box. And here we can see Commander Blythe has those droids surrendered. We have these droids over here. Not quite sure if they're gearing back up, but at least those two are cooked. We also have the little staff in this set that we can see. Ayla Secura looks like she may be actually coming for these dudes. We actually have a back shot of the set and kind of a look inside of it, where on the front we have that apparatus coming out where it dispenses the droids. Up here at the top we have a picture of the features of the set, showing us this is where all the weapons are held and how it opens up from the back and from the sides. Then our next picture shows us how that apparatus comes out with a little turning knob, and that's where our droids get dispensed. We do have a final picture right over here showing us the pilot and how you access him with a little panel that comes off the top. And guys, that is the box of this set. Now, we do have tape on this, so let's get our knife and let's go ahead and let's cut open our 2 pieces of tape that we're going to have right here. 1 and 2 gets it done. Now let's give you guys the first look inside of this box. I am so excited to finally build this set. It's just been such a wish list set, and one that I wish I would have gotten day one and did a review video for, but you know what? Hey, we're here now, right? And as we can see here, we have a good amount of dead space in the box. Let's go ahead and let's do our pour. And there is our pour, nice and firm, like it had some good probiotics. Now I am going to say we're going to have about 7 bags total with this set. Let's go ahead, let's count those bags. So let's kick this party off. We got bag 1, we got bag 2, we got bag 3, bag 4, then we go over here to bag number 5, bag number 6, here's our bag number 7, but we're not done yet. We have bag number 8 right here, everybody. So we have 8 bags total with this 900 and some odd piece set. So about a little over 100 pieces per bag when you want to do the numbers on it like that. But I highly doubt it, because who really knows how many pieces they put in a bag and what their logic is by separating the pieces in the numbered bags. Now let's open up our book, and I am expecting stickers, and there they are. And let's see if there's anything else. Nope, that is it. So now we got our book out and we got our stickers. Sticker sheet on this one is not too bad. We have 4 stickers in total, but 3 numbered. So we have 2 number 1s, a number 2, and a number 3. Pretty basic, guys. Cannot complain with stickers like that. Here is our book. We have our QR code to get our 20 points. Looking at the book, it's more of like a battle scene without the planet backdrop. And then going into the book, we just have our normal stuff about builders and kids and all of that good stuff, how to use our separator tool. And then we begin our build on page number 5 with one of those commando droids. At the back of the book, they have a glimpse of all the August releases of sets from Star Wars. And you can see where we got a little bit busy with August and why we did not buy this set, because we had the K2SO. We also had that $45 battle pack that we all love to say was too expensive till something else came out that was clearly too expensive. And we also had the battle droid with Stap, and then we also had Obi-Wan's Starfighter as well, and we had Wicket the Ewok. Those are the ones that we featured on the channel. So yeah, we can see why we didn't do it, but still regretted it. We're going to have 201 pages total, with the last few pages just showing how to operate the stud shooters, functions, and things of the set. But our last step is going to be step 324, and it's going to be loading the droids on that release apparatus in the front, and that's going to be on page 199. So that is a look into the set, into the build, and all of that. I am super excited. I'm actually going to take a break for tonight, and I'm going to pick this one up early in the morning and get it built. It's going to be a very lovely Sunday drive of a Lego build, but for you guys, the review is going to be right now. Okay, we are built, and here it is. And as per usual business, let's start off with our minifigures, and then we will get into the MTT itself. So you guys know how much I love droids, and well, Here's 3 more with another 7 somewhere within the set. So we're not going to spend too much time with these guys, but these are the commando droids. They have some printing on the front of their droid bodies, and they have printing on their heads. This one in my fingers does have a weapon, where these two do not naturally come with one, but they can easily hold one, and we will show you where those are at here in a little while. They are a different type of droid, and that's pretty unique because, well, we have too much of the other type that I'll show you guys here in a minute. And with that, guys, let's continue. Continuing with droids, we have our pilot battle droid. And he is the same as any old clanker battle droid, except for he does have a blue torso with a little bit of that tan print on the front. Nothing too much to write home about. Now getting into what people like are our Star Wars minifigures from the Clone Wars with this set. We do have a large weapon, which is a large blaster with a little bit of an end piece, as they normally do. This guy does have a printed shoulder pad, just like with our $45 battle pack at the same time that this came out. We do have front torso print, leg print all the way down to the toesies, and we have yellow arms with a mostly white body. And we do have back torso print as well. The front of the helmet does have this little visor, and if you lift it up, you can see his helmet print. Taking off his helmet, we can see our face of our character and no rear face. That is our Commander Blythe. Now let's check out Aayla Secura. And here is Aayla Secura. And she is featuring a awesome molded headpiece with those nice little tentacles on the back of the head. I forgot the technical name of those, but they have awesome prints, awesome mold of those. And if you do take those off, we can see her blue head with this face as well as a secondary face. We can put the hairpiece on backwards, that way you can get a look at that face with the headpiece attached. Also, while we're back here, we can see her back torso print along with her front torso print and her front leg print. She does have a brown arm on this side with her arm all blue on this. She is featuring a blue lightsaber. Overall, this is a really awesome minifigure, another important member of the Clone Wars. Not a minifigure, but we do have another stap with this set. We've seen hundreds of these, no big deal, but just wanted to show you guys this one as it comes with the set. One last thing about the stap I did want to show is how the minifigure connects in with this top bar, and its feet rest perfectly on that bottom bar. And since these minifigures do have the weird arm on this side, you can easily put the one with the weapon on the stap. So you have the shooters up here and the weapon in its hand if you guys really wanted to get engaged in play. So let's begin looking at our MTT. And for starters, guys, I am so happy to finally have an MTT in my collection. I know some of these are supposed to be brown, and I don't know if this is the legitimate color scheme, but I am loving the blue and the light bluish gray. I just think it just looks just awesome, and that's one of the things that really drew me into this. Let's just start by going down the side. It's the dark blue with the light bluish gray with a little bit of dark bluish gray all throughout. We have our first sticker element right here with another one right here in front and another one in here, and there's one more inside of the set. We will get to it. Both sides are parallel to one another, so once we've gone over one side, well, we have gone over both sides. Starting the tour of the side, we have this front right here, which I believe is supposed to replicate some type of laser cannon shooter. We do have these two clip 2x3 panels that do hold in this side of the flap. We have all these angled pieces. We have these pieces like with these that are tiles with 4 studs. We then go over into this panel where we have these type of clip joints that hold it in with more angles, more of these smooth little long cheese slopes, and overall it's a very basic tiling plating type design. Going back over here to these cannon pieces or whatever they're called, we have our traditional angled pieces and all of that with this really cool round element to complete the look. Up here we have our stud shooter, more angles, and all of that stuff. Then we have more round plating and angled plating up there for that top piece. Opening up the sides of this vessel, well, it's as easy as just going there and going up here, and there we can get a look inside. We can see our mechanism that we will show in a little bit with our other 6 minifigures, aka battle droids, hanging out in here. Right here is the weapons that I did show earlier on. when we open up the other side, we'll get a better look at that. But with these sides open, you guys can get a sense of how all of this is put together with the bigger plates underneath of the smaller plates. I think this is excellently greebled, and I think it looks really good. Not bad for a play set, because we know these play sets like to be pretty simple, and well, I think they did a pretty good job. Now let's move over to the other side, and again, same thing with the stickers, the angled, it's the same, but we can open this up as well as we did on the other side, and there we can get another look at our mechanism in there, and then those shooters and blasters. We do have these little balls down here on both sides, as well as some wheels hiding under the front, and that allows it to move back and forth. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom, and there you can see those wheels, bingo, along with these 4 ball wheels and a big Technic chassis, and that's what allows us to have our back and forth. Now, just to drop these down just a little bit and get them out of the way, we do have another access area, which is going to be right here in the back, that we easily just open up just like that. And now we can get full access of our interior. Not quite sure what is supposed to go in here, but I did put the extra little stud shooters in here. There is 4 extra. We do have this slidey bit right here, because we do have this knob. If we move this knob, we can see how this all moves with a gear that's deep inside. Let me go ahead and lift that up so you guys get a better look. There you go. So that's what the inside of the mechanism looks like. The main purpose of this set is to house that mechanism, thus that mechanism is the main focus. I really would like to know what you are supposed to store in this back area, maybe the extra commando droids, because it does seem like awfully a lot of space just to be wasted. Now let's go ahead and close everything down. Everything closes up pretty simple, just like that. And then move along to our top piece. Again, we have a lot of exposed studs, which looks amazing to see studs on a Lego set. I just like the imperfect look. And moving up, we do have these angled corner blue pieces with this little dish right here. Again, all the slopes, everything like that. This does open up, and when that opens up, that's our little roof to our little cavity that also opens up just like that. And we can see our minifigure in there with our 4th and final sticker element right there. And of course, the pilot is in here with his own little blaster. We can see how simple this back wall with these corner pieces are. It's a very basic set because it is a play set after all. We can put our roof on there and see how it all slaps in there. And there is a little bit of a clearancing issue with our guy. He doesn't bolt in anywhere, so he easily falls down. Anyway, we can close that up just like that. Now, we do go into the front of the MTT here, and we can see that giant printed dish. That is our big printed element. One more sticker up there. We have a lot more angles. We can see the front of these little shooters that I keep trying to get straight. This piece right here in the front is actually the elevator shaft piece to the UCS Death Star. So this is my second time working with this piece, and it's in a Star Wars set. So if you built this set, you never seen this piece before, and you built this back in August, well, you got to work with a piece of the Death Star 2 months early. So how does all of this work? Well, this knob, you turn it right here. There's a little bit of a chain that catches that front door and allows that to flop back open. That does slide out, simple as that. And there we can see our 3 other battle droids on that side and on that side. Just rotating this around so you can see this front assembly. It's pretty basic stuff. It kind of swings around, creating that effect of like the military airplanes with the hangar bays. Once this guy's out, he's as easy as to pull back in, just like that. I think this is a really fun mechanism to play with. It's just like, bop. Pretty cool stuff, guys. And that is our MTT. I mean, there's not too much to it. It's just a really cool set. Now, how does this set look up to the sets that inspired me to buy it? Well, this is how they all look together. I know they're not the best Clone Wars Separatist ships and all of that, but these are my first late 2000s era Clone Wars sets that I've heard such good things about. And I kept them after I restored them. And I think these all look so cool together. They're going to make a really little unique army up on the shelf with their own style of minifigures that's unique to the era, as well as the minifigures that came out with this new one right here. New does mix in well with the old. I don't see anything wrong here. And with that, guys, let's wrap up this video. Okay, everybody, let's bring this video down to a close. And for starters, I think this is a really cool set. At the time of this set's release, we had two $160 sets. We had the Juggernaut and we had the MTT. And out of the two of them, this one gave you, I believe, the most amount of pieces, and the Juggernaut was around 815-ish. I just remember it being less, and it's more. But the overall price tag of the $160 was enough to make me not buy either of those two sets on day one. It just felt like it was just far too much. But after I got these other two sets from the 2,000 subscriber extravaganza bonanza disaster, I knew that I really wanted to go back and get that MTT. I just really love Clone Wars, Star Wars, Lego, just like a lot of you guys that are watching this video. And it's just a really hard thing to say no. And I think that's honestly why I bought that bulk of Lego in the first place, was to get some of that original late 2000s glorious Clone Wars Lego that I've heard so much good things about. I really wish when I was 17, 18 years old, I was picking up those Lego sets, but Lego was not on my mind when I was 17 and 18 years old. But at least now that I'm older, I can come back and enjoy these things. And what a better time than a time when Lego is starting to bring back a lot of Clone Wars sets and make new versions of. Now, the quality of this set, I think it's overall a pretty good quality set. I don't feel like it's going to break apart easy. I feel like it's pretty durable. The main play function of the set is pretty awesome. I don't like the fact of how the pilot is kind of just janky in that little cavity. Now, I still do think $160 is a little bit steep, but that is just the way it is for licensed Star Wars Lego sets as of late. With this $160 though, you guys can see here on my table, we are getting an excellent continuation of the glory days into modern day, so that it's a positive. We also have Ayla Secura and Commander Blythe, two really cool minifigures that if you're a new Lego collector, you can now have in your collection, just like me. And of course, we get more stinking battle droid clankers, but we do get these new commandos, which I've never had in my collection before, nor have I ever really seen, but they probably existed before and you guys know about them. So my recommendation of this set is pretty simple. If you have not gotten it and you're on the fence, you're going to enjoy it. It's an awesome looking set. I have no complaints about it. If you guys are worried about the price, I'm for sure it's going to go on some type of deal days at Target or Amazon or Walmart. This set is not exclusive to Lego. It's sold everywhere. So I'm pretty sure it's going to come up on sale sometime soon. And when it does, definitely check it out because it is a really cool set. I'm happy with it, and I think you guys will be too. And on that, I don't have much more to say about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button to follow along with everything that we do here. As usual, share this video with a friend, hit the thumbs up, the like button, and drop your comments down below. Did you guys get this MTT? Are you on the fence about it? Are there any questions you may have about owning the set? Fire away. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. And for once, I don't really have to hear about the horrible stickers because, well, there's only 4 of them in this kit. And I think the minifigures are done quite well compared to other sets that, well, not so much. But with that, guys, that's all I have for this video. On my next video, we are going to be doing a general review from afar of the other 2 October released sets, which are the Ideas Mineral Collection and the Gremlins Gizmo. We're just going to go over, share some thoughts about them, and why I didn't get them, and all of that good stuff. So be sure to check that video out, especially if you're on the fence with those 2 sets. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You all have a good one.